like whenever Batman like runs away, or not runs away, but just like disappears, or he gets away, so you can't follow him. He always fires his like batarang thing like off camera, like into the air. It just goes into the ether. Yeah. Like there's no buildings around. What are you firing this thing onto? Like it's just, again, it's more of a nitpick for me, but they always do it, and I feel like they probably did it in the animated series. I guarantee you, there are, you know, in any of these animated series, you'll see him fire his, you know, batarang rope grapple thing just in the sky. There's nothing around for him to anchor onto, but he fires it and he flies away. It's like, what is he doing? I've noticed it a lot. So it's just one of the things that kind of irks me a little bit.
Yeah.
Again, I wasn't a huge fan of the character designs. I feel like it worked better in that animated series. Maybe it's just it was just maybe animated better too in that animated series. It's just drawn better, I suppose.
Yeah. My question is, why was everybody fat?
Yeah, they definitely did that too.
I mean, Bullock was already fat in the past.
Yes,
so that's cool. But
yeah, Harley Quinn's
fat. Montoya's fat.
Right. Or, you know, just I think you said it a long time ago about the whole the whole body positive.
Yeah, body positive
kind of issue. So yeah, they were showing a lot of them, and I don't know, a lot of them were women, so maybe that's on them. All the women that they showed, they were all all
minus Barbara, bigger. I think. Yeah,
Barbara,
which makes me wonder, like, okay, what was I guess maybe to display different types of body types. I guess that's fine, whatever. But
Montoya and Harley Quinn, they were pretty similar.
Yeah, they're similar body size. They're both pretty big. Which, you know, again, no problem.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it was just interesting.
But an interesting choice to make. Yeah, to choose to make. Alfred's fat too, you know. Like Alfred's also fat.
True that.
Why they make him fat? Yeah, Alfred, I feel like would be a guy to keep himself trim and.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think he's ever been designed that way. Not that I can't recall seeing him in that manner. So yeah.
Yeah, so that was an odd decision.
Yeah.
I think
maybe they're trying to just be more grounded. Yeah,
maybe,
go ahead.
I feel, and like, not to get into the woke side of things. I think we're kind of. In my opinion, maybe we're getting to the tail end of that, like the residual side of that, because maybe they're realizing this isn't working. So there's some residuals in here, I feel like.
Body positive?
Yeah, the body positive thing, but also like I don't know.
Redheads becoming... Yeah.
Why they gotta do it to my Barbara? To my Barbara. Why they gotta change her? Why they get rid of the red hair? You know, why they get rid of the ginger girls?
Yeah,
man? Why?
She still got red hair.
That's not natural. Yeah. That's definitely not natural. We both know that. Commissioner Gordon's black.
Right.
You know, and Oswalda Cobblepot. Like, is that even a name? Is that even a name? Oswalda?
Yeah, not at all.
I was wondering
where they're going with that. And then they had she has like 2 sons or whatever, and I was like, is one of them gonna be?
No, I think she is the penguin.
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
She is the penguin.
I guess that's what it is.
Not Oswald. Oswald. Like, if anybody in the world has ever known a person named Oswalda, if there's a record in this like timeline where someone's name is Oswalda.
Profusely.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
or let me know. Let me know if that's the case, because that to me, that's a
good point. That's a good point.
That's like one of those lazy gender swap things for no reason. And Bruce Timm's reason for that, they asked him why they decided to change the gender of Penguin. He was like, oh, well, we just think that Batman needs some more engaging villains. I think Batman has the best rogues gallery of probably any villain, or any superhero in the world ever.
Exactly.
And so for you to see that's the reason why to change Penguin's gender, is because.
And now it's more interesting. That like it's always been like
Yeah.
Oh, but now Penguin's female.
Now
like,
he has,
oh crap!
Now he has more engaging villains because one's Oswald now instead of Oswald.
I would prefer, if you want to do that, I mean, obviously, just make an engaging female character and put her in there. Make a new.
We and everybody else has been saying
like for 100 years.
Or there are other villain females. Like I would have liked to see, maybe because I'm a perv, but White Rabbit was a cool character. There are female characters that they could tap into, that they could use. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I wonder. Like now I'm looking sideways at like. So Harley Quinn didn't become Harley Quinn because of the Joker. She became that because on her own.
On her own. 100%.
Or we haven't seen the origin yet. Maybe she did have some kind of connection with Joker in the day, because it's clear Joker's in this universe.
That's true.
Maybe he did cause her to be that way.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll find out.
Yeah.
But as of now, it seems like she's on her own. She did this on her own.
Yeah.
She don't need no man. She don't need no man to become crazy. She can become crazy on her own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I think I look sideways at those kind of things because of the climate we're in, and it's happened so much in other series and other comic books and other mediums. I look sideways at all those things now. It's like, okay, now we have Oswaldo Cobblepot. Now we have Harley Quinn, who's not influenced by the Joker. She's on her own. Now we have...
And she's Asian, too.
Yeah, she's Asian now. Yep, and she's Asian now, right? That's a good one, right?
Yeah, there's that one.
Yeah. So, I mean, I always look side... Now, just because of what has happened over these last 3 or 4 years, it's like they've ruined it for true representation, you know what I mean? Because every time we try to do representation or try to do some diversity thing, it's just like, well, you're just trying to be like like everyone else who's forcing this agenda.
Yeah,
it's hard to like separate it now because it's already been ruined. You know what I mean? So
and it wouldn't be ruined. It wouldn't be bad if they just brought out original characters as opposed to trying to change the ones that already exist. Like an easy thing to do would be, and it would be a fantastic idea. Because Batman does have this crazy, catalog of villains. Instead of leaning on the ones that are already here, maybe sprinkle them in once in a while.
Yeah.
But bring in the ones that we don't get to see that often. Bring in all those ones. And then all of a sudden now the people watching the show are going to be like, holy crap, who's that?
Yeah.
And then they're going to be, is that a real Batman villain? And they'll probably look it up and like, holy crap, that is a real Batman villain. That is a real, they didn't just make it up for the show or whatever.
Exactly.
Do that instead. Bring us the ones that already exist, that are already there.
Yeah, because there are a lot of other ones that he's, come across that we don't see often.
Yeah, he's not fighting the same, 5 or 6 villains, over and over and over again.
Right, yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, let's see some the KG Beast a little bit more in there. Let's see, like I was saying, White Rabbit. She was cool in the Dark Knight series back in the New 52. There are some characters that have been introduced in, modern eras of Batman.
Yeah.
That we don't get. Instead, we get Oswaldo Cobblepot.
Yeah.
as their solution.
That's
their
claim to.
Yeah. So I don't know. That annoyed me a little bit. Like she wasn't the main villain, so she was only there for the first episode or first 2 episodes, and that's whatever. But it's hard to not notice those things when it happens, and it just seems like it's lazy.
Yeah, and the weird thing is when I watched that first episode, I just kept expecting there to be an Oswald Cobblepot at some point. I thought, so she named a kid Oswald. Yeah. Or is she gonna have like a kid, that she doesn't know. I don't know how you wouldn't know about it, but she has a kid out there somewhere that she maybe put up for adoption or abandoned or left, who's gonna go by Oswald Cobblepot. It was just her.
No, but she is the penguin.
She is the
in
penguin.
This world. So I don't know. That stuff kind of annoyed me a little bit, and I was like, I don't like this part. And I think you were like, you're gonna be triggered. Was that because of Barbara Gordon? Probably.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah. There have been enough redheads that have been attacked. Leave them alone.
Yeah, they've all been.
They're
they're the main targets for that. Yeah. Like whenever they do want to, switch up or put someone in, they're like, where are all the redheads in the show?
Yeah, switch them out for the black people.
Put them in. Yeah. Switch them around.
It's shockingly like a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's a bummer.
Yeah. Even in the New Adventures of Superman or whatever that thing's called, Jimmy Olsen. I know we talked about that too.
That's right.
He was a redhead to start with, and now he's a young African American.
Yep.
Good for him.
Now he was in the Supergirl series too. They made him a big buff.
Oh
African-American guy.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Interesting choice, but yeah.
So, I think those are my biggest negatives. Again, I feel like Batman was a little bit too much of a jerk in this. Like I said, I get where he's coming from, but I just don't get, him treating Alfred, for example, like that. And again, they're taking it in a little bit of a darker direction, I suppose. Yeah. But that's that. Any other negatives?
Not really.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
so
basically it.
Okay, so do you what do you rate this thing? Do you
for this, I mean, maybe if you're either a diehard Batman fan or a diehard animated series fan, then this is maybe for you. Maybe this is for you. If you're a casual Batman person, like me or someone who doesn't really have a huge connection to the animated series, I don't think you'll get anything new out of this. To me, It's not. It doesn't change the game. Doesn't reinvent Batman at all. It doesn't give us much anything new to enjoy about Batman. So for me, I'm at like. Meh. I'm a meh for this one. Not quite skip it, not quite stream it, but like, like watch it if you want. If you want some kind of superhero thing to watch.
Yeah. Otherwise,
percentage wise, I'm probably like a 70. Like, it's whatever. It's okay, but I was not excited at any point in the show. Like nothing really. Okay. I was kind of trying to slog through it towards the last 3 or 4 episodes. Like, man, can this be over now so I can go back to watching My Hero Academia?
Watch? Yeah.
Yeah. So but that's where I'm at with the show. Unfortunately,
no, that's cool. Yeah. I'm gonna say, if you are a hardcore fan of that animated series, I'm gonna say just the opposite. You may not want to watch this because this is gonna be like, again, you're copying this thing that I love and that's so great and all that kind of stuff. It's I don't even say it's obvious. It's so deliberate. They're not even trying to hide it. You know, like I said, again, the way the show's animated, the character designs, they're all super the same. So if you are a hardcore fan of the animated series, watching this, you're gonna feel like these guys are just kind of, trying to rip off that, that quote unquote that magic from before.
Yeah.
That being said, I did like the series. I think once I was able to get into it a little bit more, it took some time because I think I even said too, like I tried watching that first episode like maybe 2 or 3 times and I kept like getting bored or falling asleep on it.
Yeah.
I never like it. It was just recently that I got to the point where, I saw, oh, okay, that is, Penguin. Oh, she is a bad guy. She is doing. I'd never made it like halfway through the show until like my 3rd attempt or whatever.
Got it. Okay.
So if you're a fan of the animated series, it may put you off. It may put you off. But if you are a fan of the animated series and you want to see more, which I don't know why you necessarily would, because there's so much of that animated series out there. But if you want to see. If you want to see the Batman animated series in a more adult world, if you want to see that where people are being killed and murdered, and it's got that police drama kind of story or feel to it, then you might want to watch this. Then you probably will enjoy it. So I'm not gonna say drop what you're doing. I might say stream it, watch it. I got to change that streaming because everything's streaming. But I will say, don't make that high on your list, but, put it up there so you can watch it. Score-wise, I might give it like an 82 with the opening or with the expectation that we'll see more and hopefully see something better. I do like, again, that the story is, again, I think that's it exactly. It's the animated series, but it's just more adult. I suppose. It's not better by any stretch at all, but it's like I said, it's just getting started. So you got to stand by.